Hey, what's up, Facebook? It is me and Gerard.
What's up, peoples?
And we just wanted to come on this, what day is it? Wednesday night? Wednesday the 8th. Okay. Wednesday the 8th, and just chat about, checking in on how everyone's doing and tell you a little bit about, how things have gone for us. First, you can see, for all of you out there...
The handlebars.
Shut up. For all of you that are on now, that red live means it's live. And if you're watching the replay, say hashtag replay so we can say, hey, we're going to talk a little bit about how day-to-day life has been because it's been huge changes, crazy. Yeah. So when did we came back from Tennessee on the 13th.
13th, yeah.
Yeah, and then we have literally been home since then. So that first week, the kids were out of school, but the little ones were allowed to go, but we made the decision to keep them home.
Big mistake.
No, it was not. It felt like a big mistake, But obviously we did it for health reasons because we were able to, and then they shut. So we've been in the house and we live in Ohio, outside of Columbus, Ohio. So we've been trying to follow everything that's been suggested. So which means we try to do one trip to the store if we can a week. And that's him. And we have 4 little ones that drink a lot of milk. And
Powerade.
And Powerade Zero. And, literally trying to...
They eat like little horses.
Yeah.
Literally. 3 boys and a girl. And the girl, you would believe,
They just are growing. So they, and, when the first day when we brought, okay, you guys, we're going to have to make lunches now. And everything's changing. And, it seemed like the first day we tried, all the quarantine food was gone. Yeah. So, trying to figure out, making a menu and... But the biggest thing, living in Ohio, too, has been, in the first...
Weather.
The weather. And, not even... So, the kids are... Coda turned 3 March 3rd. Milo turned 6 March 28th, so he had a quarantine birthday. Luca will turn 6 May 15th. He could have a possible quarantine birthday. And then Rhea is 9. So Rhea and Milo are doing, it's called distance learning. So they do...
Okay,
he handles that, so that's part of it. He handles a lot of their learning.
They do all their schooling online. Their teachers give them daily assignments. They have to log in, Google Classroom, and then they have to do their assignments. So, like Brittany was talking about, things have changed, flipped upside down, Instead of being parents, we're also teachers now, there's so many other things trying to juggle, and with 2 in school and then 2 youngsters, that aren't in school, it can be a struggle because it's what do you do with the 2 younger ones while you're trying to teach a 9-year-old and a 6-year-old, one how to do math, the other learning how to read,
4 kids under 10,
yeah, and then and then a 3 and a 5-year-old, just bouncing off the walls and trying to keep them occupied, and so sometimes it's a struggle. And then we both already work from home.
Yeah, so you guys know, we were I work from home and we both work from home anyways. I am with a network marketing company. We both are Color Street Dry Nail Polish. So I do feel blessed in the situation that I wasn't furloughed because before I was with Color Street, I was a server and they weren't working. So, but the thing is, my day was so structured, as far as get up and the kids go to school and, having that time during the day to do calls and reach out and do trainings and stuff. And then it was just
well, go to the post office, mail stuff, package stuff, because when we do that, you drag everything out, we package stuff, running in and out, doing, conference calls on speaker, walking around the house, doing stuff, and it's impossible to do with kids running around trying to kill each other.
So it's safe to say that they've made a lot of, cameos in different live videos and trainings over which is fine. But it's like, but the biggest thing was the guilt because of the weather, and like we had to cancel spring break at Disney, right? Disney closed. So me being the internal optimism, like, okay, so Disney's closed, so let's just go to a beach house and in Florida though, a secluded beach house. And then of course it was like, don't travel, don't do that. Okay, well, let's go get a cabin in the Smoky Mountains. Couldn't do that. And then like this week we had rented in Hocking Hills, which is a state park, a lodge. It was gonna be a private lodge, just our family in the house, with an indoor pool so the kids could swim. And we were supposed to leave today, and we were going to spend till Easter. And then
they closed
all the state parks, which meant cabins and lodges. So, and it's just like, I feel so bad because especially like I think Milo, the one that just turned 6, is like, he's kind of understands, but part of it he's like we're doing it to him.
He takes it personal. Like,
well, why can't we go anywhere, and why can't we do anything? And like, for you guys that don't know, like, I'm separated from his dad, obviously, divorced, and I'm marrying Gerard, and they have gone to their dad like every other, like 2 weekends a month or so, and that's not happening during this, and they probably won't until like May. And so it's like, I feel guilty because he's like, well, I just want to go to my dad's, and I'm like, it would be the exact same thing, it's so struggling with that. And like
a lot of it, they're kids, and they have their own psychological dynamic and whatnot. But one thing is, I see a lot of people, and I'm not trying to be judgmental, but you see a lot of people bitch about having their kids at home. And, it's, I don't even want to say an inconvenience. It's caused us to have to reconfigure how we do things. But, like me and Brittany were talking about it today, it's actually been kind of a fun thing. It's allowed us
to like bond with them a lot more.
Well, bond, I feel, but like also, explore and expose the kids to different things, to try different things. This week, we went fishing today. I took the 3 boys
and
fishing.
They've never been fishing.
Never been fishing in their life, and that was an adventure in itself. A 3, a 5, a 3, and 5, and a 6-year-old with fishing poles and hooks, and and water, and so that was fun. We camped in the basement this last weekend. We take we live kind of in a rural area, like outside of Columbus. And so we take these walks where there's some woods. So I've been taking them on walks during the day.
Sorry, Janet. She said in Michigan they still have to swap kids with the other parent. Yeah, I know. I'm already the custodial parent, and here, in Ohio, it just would not be safe. And their dad still goes to work every day. So it just makes sense for their safety. He didn't fight even about it either, because it's just an agreement that it's better if I don't ever leave the house, they're not leaving the house. So it just made sense. But the other thing is, trying to just be creative in different things to where they are enjoying it. Okay, with Easter, so Milo had a birthday, and we had to change everything for that, and me making that Facebook post, and he got literally, even up until this week, he got over 50 cards from people, and that just made his day.
Every day we check the mail, and I'd go somewhere and I'd have to go to the post office, so just to get him out of the house, I'd put him in the car, take him to the post, leave him in the car. But they would little stupid trips where they could wait in a car, or I'd go get gas for the car, have to something real simple. And we always check the mail, because the mailbox is at the end of the driveway.
He feels so special about it, and just decorating the outside, and what, at the end of that, and as a mom, I felt sad, but at the end of that day, he told me he had so much fun. It was rainy, so Jerry actually blew up the bounce house in the basement.
We took everything I took everything out of the playroom and blew the bounce house up. Literally, there was minimal room, but they got to play in the bounce house on his birthday and whatnot. and he had a blast.
Yeah, he said he had such a fun time. So it's just like I feel like as parents we have to be a little bit easy on ourselves. Talking to myself because I'm like the worst about it. And the other cool thing is the Trolls movie comes out Friday, so we were talking about making the whole living room like a movie theater. We actually told Milo that we were gonna like charge them $12
for a ticket.
He started crying.
Charge him for popcorn. Charge him for pop.
They have bank accounts now, so they were super excited to get their first bank statement. And so when we were like telling them that we were like going to charge them, $12 ticket, 8 for popcorn and stuff, he literally started crying. I'm like, what? Like, that's the real movie theater experience.
And he's like, that's all my money in the bank.
And I'm like, yeah. So just doing those fun extra things. And I think it will be something that they can talk about, like, for memories, as long as, like, I think as parents, we have to, and me, like, with my own history as far as, like, depression, seasonal depression added on, like, making sure that I'm showing up because I don't want to, it's so contagious, like, negativity and stuff. So for Easter, someone posted in one of the neighborhood groups that there's actually, like, a company that is having someone around here, like, dress up as an Easter bunny and, like, do social distancing, like, he, like, from the kids can see him, like, put eggs in the yard through the window. So we have that happening on Easter.
Yeah.
I think they're going to have so much fun with
be
that.
cool.
Yeah. They've been super funny though. Like, in their karate teachers doing instruction online, Rhea, talk to her friends on Zoom and Google Meet. So, I mean, there's definitely, and I know there's definitely people in worse situations right now, and like having the business from home has been like help.
It's a lifesaver.
It's dry nail polish, and like so many people, like you've even had people reach out to you that like were getting their nails done in salons or like had said no before that are like, wait, what is that now?
Yeah, well, and because a lot of people, it's a lot of people don't know when they're going to go back to work, and people are looking for, some sort of second income now to help with the bills, unemployment doesn't cover everything. A stimulus check isn't going to cover everything. So literally, I think it's been about 4 or 5 people this week alone just reaching out, that at first just weren't very open to it.
At all. Laughed about it.
Yeah, and I mean, I
even some of his guy friends now, like, wanting to talk, like, so, tell me about that again. Because the thing is, everyone's already online. People are getting paid weekly. And, like, my company alone, like, we did have a record-breaking March in spite of all of this. And my team, like, had over $5.6 million in sales for March. Which is an average $12 product. So, the facts are there. So we're going to talk a little. Oh, can I tell you one cute story though? Last night when I was doing, what was I doing? I was doing a Zoom training, and he was downstairs working out.
Okay. Another positive thing. We all talk about making New Year's resolutions and everything, and I've actually stuck with it. I got a weight bench, and I got an exercise bike, and I actually use them every week. Well,
I bought workout clothes.
Yeah.
I have the bike.
Yeah, and you walked downstairs and got dressed, walked down, looked at it, said, I'll see you tomorrow.
We got a really inexpensive bike, and I'm like, if I can commit to doing this, then I'll get the pricier one I've been looking at, making baby steps. I was very happy. I fit in my jeans still very nicely, so... But,
came out of them easy, too.
Shut up. So, anyways... so I'm doing a Zoom call for my team, and he's downstairs working out, and I get, like, a knock on the door, and I think it's him, and, like, that, and it was literally Luca and Coda, and they both, like, they said they both had
Okay, mind you, I put them in there, I put the 2 youngest to bed at night, and I sat up there with them for a while, and we talked, and, they were just goofing around. Eventually, I'm like, all right, guys, listen, you got to go to bed now. And I'd been up there for like a half hour, and, me and her wanted to watch a movie together. So, like, I knew I wanted to, get on the bike for a while. So I came down, got dressed, she got on her Zoom call, and when I left, just to be safe, I locked the door and pulled it shut. So she was locked in here, and the kids couldn't get in. And I'm down on the bike listening to like my headset and whatnot, riding the bike. And I just finished and I heard her talking. I'm like, and I knew she wasn't on the Zoom because I couldn't hear her in the bedroom from in the basement. So I started walking towards the steps and I hear her yell for me and then tell them what they said.
So I'm like, who is it? And Luca, he's the one that's going to be 5. And Coda just turned 3. And Luca's like, we had a nightmare. And I was like, both of you? And Coda's like, yeah, I had a nightmare. And I'm like, you guys both had nightmares at the exact same time. And they were just so serious that they had both had a nightmare at the exact same time. And they both had to come downstairs. But the truth is, they never went to sleep and waited for Jerry to make his way down and come down. It's so funny.
They waited for me to leave, then they made their move.
And then, like, even Rhea today, when I was doing a live training for my team, and she's 9 years old, very independent. She can definitely get her own drink. She knows I'm live, and she comes in here, and she's like, I'm like, yes, Rhea. She's like, can I have something to drink? I'm like, you have literally never in a year have asked me if you can have something to drink. But it's just so funny, like, it never fails with kids, and having
wait a minute, but what you have to understand is she came in and asked for a drink, yet later in the evening she comes up to Brett and she's like, hey Mom, my friend wants to do a Zoom call and this and that, and Brett's like, okay, well, I'll download the app and sign you up. She goes, oh no, I already downloaded it and signed up and everything, I can do it, I just want to make sure you're okay
like
with
she
it.
Literally,
but yeah, she can't go get a drink.
It's funny how it works out with them, like
with kids, yeah.
But they know, like, when you are like in the middle, like, they will ignore you the whole time, which she was doing her stuff with her friends on the call, and then like when they see like you might be doing something somewhat important, here they come.
Well, it's like, when I'll ask them, hey guys, you guys want lunch yet? You guys hungry? No. I'll pick up the phone, start making calls for work. Then all of a sudden, dude, we're starving.
Everybody.
We're falling out on the ground, dude. We're in hunger pains. We're calling CPS, man, on you. I'm like, dude, what?
So let's talk about the other real thing about the quarantine. For you ladies out there, this is what you might be on here for, is to watch Gerard get a mani. He hasn't for a while. Mm-hmm. So, you heard me talk about the company that we represent. It's Color Street. It's 100% dry nail polish. It is a base color and top coat in here. So let's talk about some of these maintenance issues. Like for me, skunk life, roots. I wear extensions. That's becoming a mess. Eyelashes. Don't know what I'm going to do.
You know what's crazy? How many women are going to look so different at the end
You guys already
You're going to
be like, hey, who are you? But
Mom!
For, and I still went to the salon to get, like, I'd still get, like, manis and pedis. Like, I like them smooth. I was getting gel polish. So, like, salons are closed. So thank gosh we have Color Street, and and it's funny, even me, like, I've been playing with them even more, and I've been with the company, it'll be 3 years in July, and still, like, we, launched about 24 new spring colors last month, and they're really fun. But he didn't want to do any bright spring colors. He actually picked one of my favorites, which is only...
Actually, I like it.
Yeah, he likes it.
Was a cross-dresser and...
It's only in Vegas. So it's like a black, like, little sparkly.
Oh, if I got dressed up,
So this is an actual full set. So, like, when you order, right, it's like, yeah, ombre hair is going to be a thing. You can order online, the website, and it's like buy 3, get 1 free. You get one of these, right? And it's a full set that, applications on there. Say, I want a sample if you need a sample in the comments. And, of course, we'll get it out for you. But, like, when you open the little set that it comes in, it comes with everything you need in there. You don't need any, like, tools or, like, heat, or it's not, like, vinyl. It's not going to hurt your nails because it's real nail polish. So it's really helpful to cover up your fill line if you have that, because it can go right over, or, if you are able to soak them off.
If you have, like, a young daughter that likes to do her nails,
12 and older.
You don't have to worry about getting nail
Never.
polish all over your
No,
furniture,
totally.
on your carpet, on your hardwoods, you know.
We've had like
in
so
your
many,
clothes.
like we've had people like just come and pick up like that have never ordered before to do like fun little spa nights with their daughters and stuff, or like husbands, like just to kind of make their wives feel better.
Yeah.
So it comes like in a package like this. This is special plastic because when it's in here, it's actually 95% dry, and then it's sealed it, and you get a little alcohol pad and a file, right? So the first part of application is obviously we are going to do one of his nail hands here. He has really pretty nail beds, but we just kind of take the alcohol pad and you just wipe off like any excess oil like around the cuticles and stuff like that, because it's just not going to stay as good when it's oily. And you smell that alcohol. And then you open it. It smells so clean. It smells. I like the smell of it. So, you are so inappropriate. If you guys only knew. Okay, so then when you open it like this, it's 16 double-ended sets. So, because they basically did studies to see like the common sizes of nails and stuff like that. And this can actually go on your toes or your hands. We do have a pedicure line. Because it's a little more fitted for the toe, but these work on your feet, and actually these are what I have on my feet right now. See, I'm wearing.
Got pretty feet.
I know. I wasn't actually do a pedicure. See, we could have done a pedicure. Maybe that'll be next time. Who thinks we should do a pedicure? Okay. So anyways, I always start with the pinky, which is, I actually said, like, I should have done the pedicure for his fingers because he has these huge nail beds. So basically, you rip off one that you think is going to fit, like, whatever finger, and then you just, like, pull the top clear, the clear part off, like that. And then... And I sent out so many samples this week, so I gotta make sure they're watching that. And then you kind of pull the strip off the white part. And then, like, it has that little gray area you can hold on to. Hey, Olivia. And then, so, we're gonna kind of do it like that. And then you just, like, fit it, which he has beautiful nail beds. And, like, you kind of just fit it around. He does. I'm, like, so shaky. I shouldn't have had that. I had a cup of tea. And
You thought it was tea.
I know.
Night.
No, it's not 99. It's more like, hey, blue.
Well, see, that's what
I picked a blue petty for him. How suede it is. So you see how it's kind of like hanging on there. So, and then like you kind of use the end of the nail and like I just perforate it. And then we use like the file perforate it with my finger nail itself. I always do my thumb last because my thumb's like my tool.
Okay, so
and then we'll use like the file to kind of clean up the excess, like around. And I always do that last, like if there's any extra like hangy. So what's really cool is now this is dry. Because so like I said, it's 95% dry. Yes, I got it on your cuticle, but we need to clean up your cuticles, boo. And
clean what, girl?
Maybe, like, is anyone doing, like, any... And his nail beds are so big. Yeah, how sweet it is. I love that one, too. I've, like... So, and then they do, like, they last... like, you know, obviously, it's 100% nail polish. So, it lasts, you know... depending on how rough you are. But what I have noticed is obviously, like, washing my hands, like, so much more. It's still staying on really, really well. A lot of girls, you know, on the team and customers are, like, nurses. So they have to use the alcohol sanitizer. And it holds out. A lot of hairstylists. Because those are some of the questions I get. People that do spray tans. All of them... you know, have good results. And what I've noticed is because I've had the weight loss and my nails were so thin, like they got a little,
Well, I tell you what, see, we're doing this for a reason, because tomorrow I'm doing this project with a piece of furniture at the house where I'm going to sand it down, and then I have to use, like, chemicals to clean it, like paint strippers and whatnot, and we're gonna see what's left of it.
Yeah. Because we also actually like, because, you know, and then of course, even regular like glitters, when you use nail polish at the salon, which just is, it's nail polish, right? And I keep saying that because sometimes I think like people don't get that this is 100% nail polish and that the founder, CEO, and inventor has like a million patents on it because it's such a huge deal. Like, you know, I've done 2 warehouse tours and like literally like lab coats, take your phone, the machines, like every single different color and solid and stuff, they have a certain amount of time that they set to dry from.
They like use a wand on you?
No, they didn't do all that, but I'm saying it's like, it's proprietary information. It's very protected because, you know, it's something that obviously people might want to use because it's a really cool product. It's not like vinyl. A lot of times there are, you know, companies or whatnot that may try to like knock it off, but then I order it to test it and it's vinyl and it's hard and it smells funny and it doesn't last as long. Obviously, I'm not biased. I don't think I'm biased though. Like, I would be totally, you know,
what?
Said that this is the best. It just is the best. Like, I'm not lying. I'm not one of those types of people. Like, I've tried other products. Like, I couldn't get them to work as well.
Yeah, well, and everything else, I mean, it's there's with like any good product, you have the original, which is always the best, and then you have knockoffs, because, you know, obviously something original is going to be patented out and whatnot and protected, so anything they do is just going to be, it's not the best way to do it.
And I can say that with so many. Like, I'm literally, like, if I have any friends on here that sell or use Scentsy, I'm obsessed with Scentsy. It's, like, my favorite. If I could join another company, I probably would just join Scentsy because I love it that much. I love it. And the same thing, like, the wax bars, you can get them at Walmart, or people try to make them, or, you know, or whatever.
Oh, my God.
They're never the same as an actual Scentsy bar. And he's even been like, he's seen them and like buy them and then we'll try them.
I did like 2 weeks ago. I bought this Ghetto.
Be careful.
it was horrible. Like,
so it's the same, like, when someone sees something that's really cool, like, and they try to copy it, you know, just how it goes. It's like a flattery thing. So
you are shaking.
I told you it's that tea. I don't drink like caffeine. I don't really drink a lot of caffeine, and I had a cup of hot tea.
I'm gonna need you to take a drug test.
Shut up. So yeah, so not only is the product really cool, obviously, like, we talk a lot about the opportunity, which we both do. Like, he helps me, he has his own personal business from his own customers, but like, he helps me so much with my team, and then he has his own team going on. Whoop, whoop. They did over almost $6,000 in volume last month, his team, which I was really proud. Like, he's getting super close to the next promotion, which would be director, which we would love, you know, by like conference time for that to happen. But
and there's no shame in my game.
He owns, like, he knows.
Straight heterosexual male, but I mean,
he's a very manly man.
No, but I also I understand a good opportunity, and I understand the product. I understand about being at the right place at the right time, you know. And this is one of those things, you know. I'm not saying this will replace, and I understand like like women and like nail salons, they like that social aspect of it and whatnot. But, you know, the way society is today, how quick pace it is and whatnot, people want to get things done with the quickness, get it done. And then, you know, even if, you know, you just need like a quick fill to fix it up before you head out for the night or whatnot, you know. And then my dudes, they buy them for their girls all the time, their wives and whatnot, as presents and, you know, because like she said, you know, it's salon quality, but at a fraction of the price. And then the time you invest in it, it's not even close. You know, instead of being at a salon for 2.5, 3 hours, you know,
And
20
here's
minutes.
the thing, like, the founder, CEO, and inventor is a straight guy. He has been married, children, very happy, but he saw the need riding on a bus in New York of a woman trying to paint her nails to get to, like, wherever she was going.
Doing them in the back of a cab, because I heard the story.
Okay, back of the
And she was
cab.
doing them in the back of a cab, and she was holding them out the window to dry them, and it just, like, made him think, like, what if you could do that application in, like, 15 minutes with, like, you didn't have to worry about dry time, the mess.
Do you want to do your other hand or no?
I-
You can be honest. We don't have to. You've been a good sport.
Yeah, let's just do one.
Okay. So, yeah, so, like,
You know, like, I look at my hands, I'm like, if I went out with a girl that had hands like mine, I'd be like, whoa. Look at it.
You're really gonna make that fall. I already feel it. But, like, so then, yeah, so it comes with a file that you can clean up the extra part, because, like, once it dries, kind of like regular nail polish, because that's what it is. It's nail polish. But, like, so what I was saying about the gender stuff, like, he has no shame. We do have a lot of, you know, male stylists that do well, but the fact that our CEO, founder, inventor is a male because he saw the need, like, who's making fun of that? Dude is, like... He does very, very well. He is not in debt when he started.
Dude, he
this
makes
company.
he makes like Oprah.
He
money.
is not, yeah. He is not in debt. Like, when he started this company, it's not like something that, like, he started debt free. He owns the machines. He owns the building. Like, we felt very secure. Like, if anything that would happen, like, we would be taken care of, because he also gives back. Like, we've given back so much money to different places. So, like, who's laughing at that? Who's going to make fun of, like, a guy does this, you know?
Well, and what's cool is we do foundation strips every month and support, like, a foundation, whether it be autism, domestic violence, human trafficking, all kinds.
Yeah, we haven't done that one yet,
Oh.
but that would be a good one.
I thought
No, but
which-
no, I think you're talking about, like, the sexual abuse
That's it,
awareness.
that's-
which was very close.
it's
And then, yeah, so different veterans, you know, we had childhood or developmental disabilities. So, and just being able to give back in that way, like, that's just what he does. He's able to do that, which was a big reason, like, for me, like, you guys know my story when I started out, but, like, now I can give back in ways that I never could imagine before. But so anyways, that's how we're handling the quarantine. Obviously,
Yeah.
I think we're doing okay. Like, we already spent a lot of time together, but it has changed the dynamic to where it's funny, like, we've definitely noticed things about each other that we may not have.
Well, you know, it's I mean, to say that it's not I at the beginning of this, I had a bad habit. I would get up in the morning and I would watch the news or get on my news feed, like, and go straight to my news and
Cut
read
it out,
news.
y'all, if you're doing
And
that.
yeah, and what I noticed is, you know, it caused me a lot of anxiety and whatnot, and, like, it would almost, like, ruin my day because, you know.
Do not watch the news as your first
well,
thing anymore.
yeah.
Before you go to bed, or you don't.
Well, and what I found is that, you know, it just caused it caused me the stress, you know, because I always worry about things and people and whatnot. And, you know, like...
He's like, Brittany, you're not leaving the house. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's not...
Well, I mean, there's all kinds of dynamics
know.
to that, you know, and whatnot. And some of you guys that know me know my mom has dementia. My mom's in a facility, and I can't go see her right now. And it really sucks. You know, I call and check on her on the regular. But, you know, like, things like that, you know. So, with that being said, you know, and everyone's under a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, you know, so we tend to, you know, act irrational sometimes. We can, I'm going to say,
Grouchy.
I can be an asshole. I can be, you know, insensitive to people, to Brittany. You know, so, you know, there's a lot of things, you know, that, like she was talking about. And then, you know, like, being a teacher, teaching the kid, you know, we have to play class every morning, you know.
Definitely a lot of patience. I feel like no teacher appreciation gift I ever gave was good enough now. Like, they definitely need more than Starbucks cards and Bath and Body Works, you guys. We gotta step up our
that's not it.
game.
No. They just need to reinstitute like physical
Oh my
punishment back in
gosh, stop
school.
it.
Like the paddle.
No, we don't. And we do
roars.
not hit our children.
No, we don't. But I'm just
They
saying.
do not. I was paddled, though.
So
I went to
I
school
went to
in
Catholic school.
Well, I went to school in Alabama, and I was paddled, and I do not, agree with that at all.
I got hit on the
I know
hand.
he's being funny, but for the people that are watching this,
No, we don't hit kids or anything
he
like
does
that.
not get how viral videos work.
No, I don't do that. I don't condone it. I don't
I'm
think it's
like,
it was
getting
a joke.
warm now.
No, but but you really with the stress of everything that's going on, and then you worry about people, your loved ones and whatnot, and like Brittany was talking about, we've learned a lot more about ourselves and whatnot, and our roles change. You have to be a chameleon. One minute you're playing teacher, next minute you're cook, next minute you're working, next minute you're a husband.
But
wife.
we have tried to make it really important to make sure we still can have that alone time, because I see how that can get lost. And not,
quick.
and we're not even married yet, and I do not want it to be like that, boring, monotonous. So I did order Date Night In. It's one of those subscription boxes, so it should be here in a couple days, and it's something, I tried to find some games. He set up a bath, and trying to make sure we do still have that alone time, so we remember through the craziness from the time we wake up to the time the kids go to bed and whatnot, that we still love each other. And that we know each other, because sometimes it's we're in the same house, but we don't even have time to connect, because it's with the 4 kids and work and everything, it's just
there's so much going on, and it's I mean 4 kids, and I know people that have 6 kids, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, Michelle of 5. But I know, we're getting all long and drawn out now,
Yeah.
and that's, literally the worst you can do for a live video is be winded. So I did want to cut out and really quickly say, so obviously, Color Street is an amazing product. If you haven't been open to try it yet, reach out. You can message me and ask for a sample, or just say I want a sample in this live. Learn a little bit about the opportunity. I'm actually presenting a call on Saturday morning that I can add you to the group to watch, or give you the link, or we can just chat, have a phone call, and I can tell you a little bit about that. How you can get paid weekly, how you can save up some income, or, if you'd rather work with Gerard, you can talk to him. Just kidding. but also, I've been having a lot of girls earn free product by hosting parties. I love going to those fun online parties. So if that's something you want to do, say, hey, I can't buy right now, but I'd love to try to earn free credit, and we can talk product credit, and we can talk about how that works too. So thanks for jumping on. I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy, and do not watch a lot of the news one time a day. Make sure it's real news and not fake news. But from what I'm seeing, there is going to be an end to this. It's decreasing. We will all come out better and stronger. Everyone is in our prayers, and stay safe out there. All right?
Have a good night.
Bye.